So hey guys, what's up? I am Arjun Carl Zamora Pampanga from the BSed Mathematics 1B of Kapalong College of Agriculture Sciences and Technology. And now I am sharing you the double angle formula of trigonometry and how trigonometry helps us on a real world scenario. So we are now here with the double angle formulas. This is as a three formulas, which is first has a sine of 2a is equal to 2 sine of a cosine of a. The second one is cosine of 2a is equal to cosine squared a minus sine squared of a. For the tangent, we have the tangent of 2a is equal to 2 tangent of a over 1 minus tangent squared of a. So the question is, where did these formulas came from? So for the number 1, which is the sine of 2a, came from the sum of the two angles for sine, and the cosine of 2a is from the sum of the two angles for the cosine and also for the tangent. So now we are now derive these formulas where it came from. So let's first derive the first formula, which is the sine of 2a is equal to 2 sine of a cosine of a. So this formula is derived from the sum of the two angles for the sine, which is this one. And the first thing we do is let us replace all the beta by alpha. So sine of alpha, then replace the beta of alpha, then sine of alpha plus alpha is equal to sine of the alpha cosine alpha. Then you remove also the two betas here. So the cosine of alpha and sine of alpha. Then we add the 2 alpha, which is the sine of 2 alpha is equal to, because we also have here a 2 sine of alpha, which is 1 and this one. So it came up 2 sine of alpha and 2 cosine of alpha, which is we came up this formula. So we are now here with the formula for cosine, which is the cosine of 2a is equal to cosine squared of a minus sine squared of a. So this is also came from the sum of the two angles for cosine, which is the cosine of alpha plus beta is equal to cosine of alpha times the cosine of beta minus the sine of alpha times the sine of beta. So first, we replace the all betas and replace it by an alpha like we do for the sine. So let's replace it. Cosine of alpha plus, now it will also become the beta will become an alpha. So cosine of alpha plus alpha is equal to cosine of alpha times the cosine of alpha minus the sine of alpha times the sine of alpha. So we multiply these two sines here and the two cosines here. So it will become the cosine squared alpha and the sine squared alpha. So here we just add, so it will become a cosine of 2 alpha is equal to the cosine squared alpha minus the sine squared of alpha. So we are here now for the last formula for the double angle for the trigonometry. So this is the tangent of 2a is equal to 2 tangent of a over the 1 minus tangent squared of a. So this is also came from the sum of the two angles for the tangent, which is this. So first, like for the sine and cosine, we replace all betas by alpha. So replace this, and this. So tangent of alpha plus alpha is equal to tangent of alpha plus tangent of alpha. So it equals, we just add these two tangent of alphas to become two tangent of alpha. And for the here, we multiply the two tangents, so it came up with a tangent squared of alpha. So this is where these formulas derive from. this all from the sum of the two angles for the sine, cosine, and the tangent. So we are here with a problem or a example for the formulas for the double angle. So find the value of sine of 2a, cosine of 2a, and tangent of 2a, given that sine of a is equal to 3/5 in quadrant 1. So we know that in quadrant 1, all are positives. So that sine of a is, we all know that it is a opposite over the hypotenuse. So I'll just graph it here, which is the hypotenuse is, just assume this that it is a right triangle. So the hypotenuse is 5 and the opposite of the angle is 3, which is this. So we are now finding the adjacent side, which is this one. So in getting this, we just use the Pythagorean theorem, which is the a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. And the a squared plus 3 squared is equal to 5 squared. So we come up here with a squared plus 9 is equal to 25. We just do the math and then we come up with this a is equal to 4, which is the adjacent side. Now because we get the adjacent side or the side a in its value, so we can solve the values for the sine of 2a, cosine of 2a, and for the tangent of 2a. So now first, we just start for the sine of 2a. So sine of 2a is equal to 2 sine of a, which is 2. We all know that sine of a is the opposite over the hypotenuse. So we 3 over 5 times the cosine of a, which is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. So 4 over 5. So first, we just multiply these two fractions. So 2 times the 12 over 25. Then 2 times 12 is equal to 24 over 25. So this is now our final answer for the sine of 2a. And for the next step, we are solving for the cosine of 2a. Now let's substitute this form. So cosine squared of a. So cosine is the adjacent over hypotenuse. So 4 over 5 squared minus the sine, which is the opposite, which is the 3 over 5. 5 squared. Then, so we multiply 4 squared. So it is 16 over 25 minus 3 squared, which is 9 over 25. So these two fractions have the same denominator, so there's no need to find the least common denominator. So let's have 16 minus 9 all over 25 is equal to 7 over 25. So this is the answer for the cosine of 2a. So now this is for the tangent of 2a, and we know that tangent is the opposite over adjacent. Now let's substitute this to tangent of a, which is 2 times the opposite over the adjacent over 1 minus tangent of 3 over 4 squared tangent. Or you can remove this tangent, I'm sorry, and this one. So just multiply and do the math. 2 times 3 is equal to 6 over 4 all over 1 minus 3 squared is equals to 9 over 16. Then let's first equate this denominator. So 6 over 4 all over 7 over 16. Then 6 over 4 times 7 over 16 is equal to 21 over 32. This is now our final answer for the tangent here. So you can use this as a reference for your studies. A real world scenario where a man is standing 8 meters away from a tree and watching at 65 degrees on the cat where the cat is on the top of the tree. Now the question is, how tall is the tree? How tall is the tree? So now we first illustrate a tree and a man. So let's do here. There's a tree in here, and here is the cat. I don't know how to draw it. And here is the man. Oh, I think it's a man. He is watching at 65 degrees, and he is 8 meters away from the tree. So the question is, how tall is the tree? That's the question. So let's put on a variable here, any variable, which I love is x. So now let's see what is the given here. So we have here the opposite of the angle and its adjacent. So we have here an opposite and adjacent. And this formula is tangent. So we all know that tangent is equal to tangent theta is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. So now let's solve the height of the tree. So tangent of 65 degrees is equal to x over 8 meters. Then we multiply both sides by 8. So it could be 8 tangent of 65 is equal to x, and 8 tangent of 65 is 17.156 meters. Therefore, the height of the tree is approximately 17.15 or 16 meters. So this is how trigonometry can apply in a real world scenarios and how it can be solved in a real scenarios.